Hi there, this is Rob, and this is the 2-minute overnight overview for Thursday. Lots to cover. We had an exciting night last night and a new study for tonight. First, let's check out the odds sheet from Wednesday afternoon. As you can see, we had a vast majority of our index securities highlighted in green, indicating their odds met the minimum criteria for a possible long trade. This time, even ES joined the party. Price action suggested a solid upside edge. Internals did too. Seasonality was closer to even odds. In the end, the numbers were strong enough to consider a long trade. I showed a study yesterday that showed a down close would lead to an upside edge for the overnight period. I broke that study down further and looked at a few more studies in the trading room yesterday afternoon. Everything that we examined pointed to strong odds of a gap higher, so it was a fairly easy decision to take a long position at the close. Let's look and see how it worked out. It was a rough start to the evening, but the market bottomed out shortly before Asia opened, and then it was a series of moves higher from there. I typically use stops and targets when I trade ES overnight. Because seasonality was not strong, I used my lower target amount yesterday and was out with a quick 4-point gain by the time I woke up this morning. Those that didn't use a target or that traded the ETFs made out quite a bit better. In the end, ES gapped up 10 3/4 points, while SPY managed a $1 overnight gain. Let's look at the daily chart, and I'll share a study for tonight. With a strong gap up this morning and early strength I'm seeing around 11 a.m., there's a good chance the market never fills this gap today. So we looked at other times since 2000 that ES closed at a 20-day low, but above the 200-day moving average yesterday, and then left an unfilled gap up today. Here are the results. Over the test period, there have been 22 instances. 8 were followed by gaps up, and 14 were followed by gaps down the next day. Winners and losers averaged about the same size, all suggesting a moderate downside edge. Here's a look at the profit curve. This one is certainly choppier than I prefer. I'm not going to lean too heavily on this study, but if everything else lines up for a short trade, this could act as confirming evidence. Of course, I'll also examine the odds sheets and any other Edgefinder studies that appear.